Same for serving. Same for the entire warm-up. He went for full rips. Left and right serve returns. And same for us. He also has a winning record. Not as impressive as Federico. He has been playing for a lot less time. But still, we got some 50+ wins against 20+ losses. Great get by Federico, finding the angle cross out of Zane's reach.
If you are Zane forward, what strategy do you come to this match with?
1-0.
Or nothing?
I think as hard as it could be, power, because the moment you don't put pressure on Federico's strokes, he's gonna do that to you. He's just gonna maneuver the ball, keeping that ball away from you, keeping it nice and low, dropping and coming in, putting lots of pressure. But the harder the ball comes to Fed, the harder it's gonna be for him to do that to you. Zane staying back, going for a full rip backhand. He's got to take into consideration the wind.
Taking a deep breath right there.
Yeah, Zane noticing that he's got to make certain adjustments to stay in the match. The match is still young, but against
way to move in, way to find that.
Someone as competitive as Zane, it's never too late. Great point by Zane there, putting lots of pressure after making that ball drop before Fed.
Great serve.
Right on the line, that return.
Oh, another one.
See what the ref decide.
That would be quite impressive.
I think that looked about right. We have a good view of that line here from the side. Federico with a comfortable lead and a freebie, leading 6-0.
A paddle that Zane Ford is not playing with.
Yeah. I mean, Zane is so athletic, but sometimes that can backfire because you gotta control all that speed and power and keep it low and short, and just lots of things that he needs to adjust. But obviously the potential is there, the fire is there. Some of the shots and some of the things he does is very impressive. However, Federico, with his experience as the number 2 seed, things are looking rather comfortable so far. Another full rip by Zane, giving out his chance to score. Back to Federico. A quick set out. Another full rip, nicks the net. Another serve for Zane. And that one goes in. Great point. So athletic, so fast, so explosive. In compared to Federico, who looks a lot more poised, a lot more in control.
7-1.
I mean, it looks like Zane had 10 cups of black coffee this morning.
Point.
Pretty close.
Referee pardon me? If you lose the challenge of the
Zane.
And then does that carry on next year?
yes, it does.
Pretty close. They're not replaying it. Zane.
Referee timeout. We have a check. After review, the result of the rally stands. The ball is out. Loss of challenge. Technical warning. No free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. For the win credit at 8-1. Time in. 8-1.
Great court coverage by Zane. Using that athleticism and explosivity from his legs to get that passing shot down the line from Federico.
A rip.
That was another full rip.
Point.
Zane finally. Oh no, that's 2. I was going to say finally the scoreboard. I forgot the score for a second there.
People love Zane Ford.
3-8.
That's nice from Zane Ford.
That's a great shot. It was a good game by Fed. But Zane does very good use of his length. He's more or less 6 feet, 6'2", maybe 6'3".
8-4.
Very athletic, very explosive. Trying to master the art of singles pickleball.
Point.
However, so far Federico has been somewhat comfortably taking the lead of this match,
9-4.
using precision and accuracy against Zane's power.
Set out.
Zane Ford is happy.
Zane
that neck work.
for that ball just hang in there for a little too long. And everybody in the crowd loved to see that.
4-9.
Big serve.
Full rip by Zane. It seems like he's gonna keep doing that throughout the whole match.
Why not?
Why not? I mean,
5-9.
they already started. Might as well continue.
It's reaping its benefits.
Point. With correction. Set out.
He got 5 quick points from it, so
Yeah.
Timeout server. 9-5.
Federico Rida. And we are back with some singles action.
Point.
And that timeout paid off for Federico Staksrud.
10-5. Point.
Great eye by Federico.
Game 2, timing 0-0. Point.
Good start by Federico.
1-0.
I don't know what my thoughts are about Zane's return right there.
Point.
Federico just seems to be playing very smart, very accurate. It's very in control pickleball in compared to Zane Ford's firepower. Zane Ford, after losing the first game, he is 5-13. So there is a chance. Zane bringing out some commands, trying to get himself fired up.
0-3.
Big serve by Zane, keeping Federico back.
Great approach. And way to close it.
That's good pickleball right there for Zane.
1-3.
Another big serve.
Point.
That was a very good angle. Wow. That was not easy to do.
Two, three. Side out.
Federico's winning record after winning the first game, 211 to 13.
Two.
So there's a few certain things in life: taxes, death,
Side out.
and Federico winning game, the match after winning game first. Good stuff by Federico, being one of the GOATs in singles.
Two, three. Side out.
It's great effort, great effort by Zane. He might have scraped himself. We all hope he's okay. And we are back.
3-2.
Game 2, Federico serving.
Point.
Good pressure by Federico, keeping him back and coming in the second ball.
4-2.
Same play again.
Point.
Zane just gets to everything, but sometimes he just has a hard time
5-2.
stopping himself.
Point.
Another miss by Zane. Federico winning 6-2.
Two. Point.
Freebie by Zane.
7-2.
Way to find the net.
Side out.
Good play by Federico, coming in, just like he's been doing so far. Zane had
7.
other plans. That's a big forehand right there. Great passing shot. Lots of force, lots of accuracy right in the corner.
3-7.
It's going to be a tough call. I think Zane was.
After review, the result of the rally stands, the ball was in. Loss of challenge, no free challenge remaining.
I believe it was in.
Challenge remaining.
One of the cameras
At 4-7.
showed so. Great call by the refs.
Time in.
Federico holding the play. Had Noe right behind him.
Wow.
Point.
That's a good passing shot by Zane. On the stretch. After a full sprint from side to side. Let's see what Federico is going to come out here.
5-7.
This was a smart play from Zane. Didn't go the way he thought it would, but still reaped its benefit.
That was a hell of a passing shot by Zane. Zane picking up some momentum. Great court coverage and way to handle those hard drives. 7 points to 6.
It's a great passing shot.
That is a very good passing shot.
Let's see if Zane can tie us at 7-7.
Zane rips from the very beginning, starting to, and I jinx it again. I swear, every time I want to give a player a compliment,
They miss it.
they mess up.
Wow.
And again, those passing shots are coming in with great force, good accuracy, making Federico work for this win.
6-7.
Oof. Juan,
Good.
do you cheer on foot faults? Sometimes I do. That's very crucial.
7-7.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not opposed to that. And again, just so much power by Zane. Just running down a ball, coming in with lots of momentum, and just being able to be accurate on the stretch. It's just something hard to keep up. However, the score is 7-7 because he has taken those chances on the stretch in some of those passing shots. So can't really blame him. Great deep serve by Federico. Nice drive by Zane, forcing the unforced error by Federico. Very unlike him,
7-7.
but sometimes even the best misses.
Second call for close 15 points. 21.
Good stop by Federico.
A little fire
Would
coming.
like to see a nice dripper again. That has been working for him.
7-7.
If Zane comes in.
Oof.
Point.
I think in those moments, Zane just feels like he has so many options.
So many.
8-7.
Should I go cross? Should I go line? Should I go at him? Like on the stretch, he's out of options.
Side out.
He's doing a really good job beating him, dipping to his forehand though right now. Or is that his backhand? I think it's his backhand.
Backhand, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, on the stretch in the backhand, you have less options. You're just happy to stay back in the point.
7-8.
And Zane has been able to capitalize that quite well. Another great passing shot by Zane Ford. I mean, he's one of those players that just putting in the time, putting in the reps, practicing a lot. And you can tell when you see these kind of shots that he's been working really hard.
Side out.
Nice heavy return by Federico.
We do have time in. 8-8.
Well,
Side out.
you don't want that after a timeout that you take.
Let's see what Zane has for us right here. 8-8.
Side out.
That's the right look though. He's found a lot of success in that pattern.
Yeah. Zane is really dangerous from that corner. He's been hitting some very good passing shots. Great stop by Federico, covering the court very well. Again, it's one of those moments that just Zane looks like he's just got so many options. He doesn't know which shot should he hit when the ball gives him time. When he's more on the stretch and he's out of options.
Great get from Staksrud.
Zane giving Federico a little compliment there. Good sportsmanship from both of them.
Yeah, way to change the pattern and go for him first.
Yeah. We got a tie game at 9. Both of them playing some good pickleball right now.
Let's see if we go for a ripper.
9-9.
Oh, and we did. It was a good serve.
9-9
Big
full
third.
rip.
Yeah, big serve, big third. It's the key to singles.
Mm-hmm. Sure looks like it.
10-9.
And we go to 3.
Game. Timeout change ends. Game 3.
All right, and we are back. Game 3.
Point.
Zane
Quick start.
4 with the early 1-0 lead after a very nice low passing shot, finding Federico's backhand.
Point.
And another quick point by Zane. Federico missing the backhand ball, it's just wide.
0.
Seems like Zane
Side out. Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the. After review, the result of the rally stands. A ball was out. Lost a free challenge. No free challenge remaining. One free challenge
good
remaining.
call by the refs. I believe there was a slight gap.
Time in. 0-2. Side out.
Federico's deciding game record, 58 wins to 38 losses.
0. Stop.
That's a little less decisive than his career record.
Yeah, so they're closer than I would have imagined.
2-0.
Ooh,
Great point by
great
Federico.
point.
Good athleticism for the two of them. Zane Ford's deciding game record is 20-11.
Similar ratio.
Yeah. Around the 50% range, more or less.
One, two.
Good serve by Federico, keeping Zane back.
Point.
Great touch by Federico.
It's a great point overall.
Moving the ball around. Great defense by Zane, making sure that ball stays low even on the stretch. Good singles pickleball we're witnessing right now.
That was a great serve.
Great deep serve. Left Zane without many options on that corner, keeping him far back.
3-2.
Wow, we got news that Ben John just lost against Gabriel Joseph. Seems like marriage life has been doing wonders for him.
4-2. Point.
That was a very deep ball.
I think that ball was on the line.
Deep is good.
Okay, here we go.
Deep is always good.
Deep, we like deep balls. Nice shot by Zane. Great get by. Oh
Wow,
my God!
wow.
What a point!
Side out.
That's an amazing point from both of them. Good stuff. Love to see it. Two gladiators going at it.
Not a ripper that time.
That's impressive. The amount of control you're gonna have to execute that shot. I'm sure he's drilled that a couple times. Nice return, good point. Great placement by Federico. Finding the inner edge of that down the line. Good side out for Federico.
5-3.
Nice deep serve.
It's a great ball.
Side out.
Where to hold it? That's a great backhand. Showing a little bit down the line, and then in the last second just pulling it across.
3-5.
Oof. Oh, wow.
That's unfortunate for Federico, and very fortunate for Zane.
4-5. Side out.
Federico with that very powerful volley on the stretch, forcing the error on that passing shot from Zane.
5-4.
Nice deep serve. Federico staying back.
Point. Timeout. Change.
Way to
in.
press.
6-4.
Great.
Are back. Zane Ford on the side that both men won their games on. I'm not sure if side is a factor here, but Zane got the ball back, serving 4-6. Let's see if he can close this small gap.
4-6.
Great
Big serve. Big forehand.
Big ripper.
Wow.
Big, big, big from that side.
I mean, for the amateurs out there watching, you know how hard it is to hit the crap out of the ball as hard as you can and keep it in? Because in tennis you have a bigger court, and if you're far behind the baseline, you can do that.
Side out.
But in singles, in pickleball, is really hard. And the fact that Zane is able to do that continuously shows how many reps he's been putting to master.
He can defend. Oh, not again.
And Zane on the floor again due to Fed's backhand angle volley. Both of them fighting
7-5.
teeth and nails to the very end.
Oh, wow. Win.
Federico letting that ball drop.
Point. 15
Main
seconds.
draw win.
Oh, wow.
Special tournament.
I think that was actually my first main draw
Yeah.
win too, in men's doubles with Claudio Quiñones, my old friend.
Shout
From-
out Kitchen Open winners.
Yeah. We went through the qualies, but yeah, it was a nice little run there. Good eye by Federico, letting that ball go. Creating a little
9-5.
cushion there, score-wise.
Point.
Good job by Federico, keeping Zane on the stretch, making sure that every ball he hits, he is fully stretched out in the corners.
Point game match.
It's a tough loss, but
Great match. What a good match.
getting a game off Staksrud
Same
is-
started swinging, and that last return
he went down swinging. Good match by Federico.